Welcome to this presentation from Quantum House, Sydney's specialist accountants, tax advisors and auditors. Today we are covering one of the most consequential decisions a business owner makes: how to choose the right small business accountant. This is a decision that is often made too quickly, frequently based on price alone, and one that many business owners later wish they had approached more carefully. We will walk through 6 key criteria you should apply when evaluating an accounting firm, the 8 questions you need to ask in the room, and the red flags that should immediately give you pause. Let's get started. Let's start by establishing why this decision matters so much. A great accountant does far more than lodge your tax return. They identify tax-saving opportunities you would otherwise miss. They help you manage cash flow and avoid the kind of liquidity crises that catch profitable businesses off guard. They guide you through structural decisions, whether your business should operate as a company, a trust, or a sole trader, and they advise you proactively throughout the year, not just at tax time. As the call-out box on this slide states, the right accountant does far more than lodge your tax return. The wrong one can cost you far more than their fee, both in missed opportunities and in avoidable compliance problems. You can see the 6 criteria we will cover listed in the panel on the right. We will work through each one in detail over the following slides. Here are all 6 criteria presented together, so you have the full picture before we go into depth. Criterion 1, industry-specific experience. Your accountant must understand the specific landscape of your sector. Criterion 2, scope of services. Choose a firm that can support you from start-up through to exit without forcing you to switch providers at a critical moment. Criterion 3, communication and accessibility. Proactive firms contact you throughout the year. You should not only hear from your accountant when you chase them. Criterion 4, technology stack. A modern firm is cloud-based, zero proficient, and provides real-time financial visibility. Criterion 5, fees and what is included. Always get a clear written fee outline before you commit to anything. And Criterion 6, meet the team. Know who will actually be doing the work on your file. We will go through each of these in detail on the following slides. Let's look at Criteria 1 and 2 in detail. Criterion 1 is industry experience. Accounting genuinely is not one size fits all. The tax deductions available to a construction company are entirely different from those available to a medical practice. The compliance obligations for a childcare business are different from those for a hospitality operator. A firm that has worked extensively in your sector already understands the nuances and will provide better, faster, more targeted advice as a result. The question to ask directly in the meeting is, how many clients do you currently have in my industry? And what specific issues do you help them with? The quality of the answer will tell you a great deal. Criterion 2 is about scope, and this is a question of long-term fit. Your business will grow. Your accounting needs will become more complex. If you engage a compliance-only firm when you're at an early stage, you may find yourself outgrowing them exactly when you need their support most, and switching providers mid-stride is disruptive and expensive. Ask whether the firm can handle outsourced CFO work, R&D tax incentive claims, SMSF administration, and exit planning, not just annual returns and BAS lodgements. You want a partner for the full journey. Criteria 3 and 4 both reveal whether a firm is genuinely modern and proactive, or whether they are still operating as a compliance-only, once-a-year service. Criterion 3 is communication. The most common complaint we hear from business owners who come to us from other firms is, "I never heard from them unless I called first." A proactive accountant contacts you when something changes, when new legislation affects your business, when a cash flow risk is emerging, when a deadline is approaching. The initial consultation is actually a useful proxy for this. Did they respond to your inquiry promptly? Did they ask intelligent, substantive questions about your business? Or did they wait for you to drive the entire conversation? Criterion 4 is technology. Cloud accounting, Xero in particular, has fundamentally changed what is possible in the accountant-client relationship. A Xero certified advisor can give you real-time visibility of your financial position, integrate your payroll and BAS seamlessly, and collaborate with you remotely and efficiently. A firm still working from desktop software and annual paper-based reporting is operating with a significant constraint, and that constraint flows directly to the quality and timeliness of the advice you receive. Criteria 5 and 6 are the practical and human factors that determine whether the engagement will actually work in practice. Criterion 5 is fees. The most important principle here is simple: get it in writing. A verbal fee estimate is worth very little. You want a written engagement letter or proposal that clearly states what is included in the quoted fee and what will attract additional charges. Fixed fee arrangements are significantly preferable to hourly billing for ongoing engagements. They give you budget certainty and, crucially, they align the accountant's incentives with efficiency. An accountant on a fixed fee has no financial incentive to make your work more complicated than it needs to be. Criterion 6 is about the team, and this is an area where many business owners feel disappointed after signing on. In larger firms, it is common for the engagement partner to pitch for the work, present impressively in the meeting, and then hand the file to a more junior team member you have never met. Ask directly, who will be my primary contact? Who will actually review and sign off my returns? Will a senior practitioner be actively involved in my file? In a boutique firm, senior practitioners are directly involved in your work, and that makes a material difference to the outcome. Now let's make this practical. Here are 8 questions I recommend you ask in your very first meeting with any accounting firm you are considering. Question 1. How many clients do you currently have in my industry? This tests whether the claim of sector expertise is genuine or generic. Question 2. Can you show me an example of your monthly reporting? This immediately reveals whether the firm provides proactive financial analysis or simply handles compliance. Question 3. What accounting software do you use and how will I access my data? A modern, cloud-based firm should answer this with confidence and specifics. Question 4. If I need to speak to a senior advisor urgently, who do I call? The answer reveals the real client relationship structure. Question 5. What is included in your quoted fee and what will cost extra, non-negotiable, and get the answer in writing. Question 6. Who will be the primary person working on my file day to day? You want to meet the actual team, not just the pitching partner. Question 7. How do you communicate tax law changes to clients? This distinguishes reactive firms from genuinely proactive ones. Question 8. Can you provide client references in my industry? A confident, experienced firm will welcome this question without hesitation. Before we discuss Quantum House specifically, let's cover the red flags, the warning signs that should give you pause when evaluating any accounting firm. Red flag 1. You only hear from them at tax time. As we have discussed, a great accountant contacts you proactively throughout the year. If a firm cannot give you a concrete example of how they stay in touch with clients between tax seasons, that tells you something important. Red flag 2. Vague or verbal-only fee estimates. Any firm that is reluctant to put its fees in writing before you engage is almost certainly going to surprise you with additional charges later. This is non-negotiable. Red flag 3. The partner pitches, then disappears. This is very common in mid-size and large firms. Always ask who will be doing the day-to-day work, and if the answer is someone you have not met, ask to meet them before you commit. Red flag 4. No cloud accounting or real-time access. If a firm cannot offer you a real-time view of your financial position through a cloud platform, they cannot offer the proactivity and visibility that a growing business requires. So how does Quantum House perform against the 6 criteria we have just covered? On industry experience, we have 11 dedicated industry specializations, including construction, medical, childcare, hospitality, real estate, and professional services. This is not a marketing claim. It is a reflection of the depth and breadth of our client portfolio. On scope, we offer the full spectrum of services, from compliance and tax through to outsourced CFO, R&D, tax incentive claims, SMSF administration, and exit planning. You will not outgrow us. On communication, Quantum House clients hear from us proactively throughout the year, not only when they reach out to us. On technology, we are Xero certified advisors, and all clients have real-time access to their financial data. On fees, every engagement is scoped and priced in writing before we start. Fixed fee packages, no billing surprises, and on the team, our principals are directly involved in your work. The person who presents to you is the person who works on your file. You can see the key facts summarized in the stat boxes at the bottom of this slide. To close, let's make this decision as straightforward as possible. If any of the following describe your current situation, I would encourage you to have a conversation with Quantum House. Your current accountant only contacts you at tax time. You are not confident you are structured as tax efficiently as possible. You have never received proactive advice on your cash flow or upcoming deadlines. You do not have real-time visibility of your financial position. You want a senior practitioner directly involved in your file, not a junior working unsupervised, or you are simply ready for the clarity and certainty of fixed fees. Quantum House provides a complimentary initial consultation, no obligation, strictly confidential, where we review your current arrangements, identify any immediate opportunities or risks, and give you an honest picture of how we could add value. You can book through our website at quantumhouse.com.au, email us at inquiry@quantumhouse.com.au, or call our Sydney office directly on 1300 809697. Thank you very much for your time today. We look forward to speaking with you.